Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
And we are going to be reviewing a few of the Mattel BTS Prestige dolls for you guys. So in this video, we are going to be reviewing V. So if you're not familiar, the BTS Prestige dolls were recently released by Mattel, and they're essentially a more deluxe version of the BTS dolls that Mattel released prior. And we did review the full set of all 7 members in the first wave of dolls, so if you want to check out that review, I will link it in the description below. But the Prestige dolls are definitely a higher end release. They come in nicer packaging, they're much more detailed, they have layered clothing, and they are pricier, quite a bit pricier. These ones are priced at $49.99, so essentially, you know, $50 USD. And as of right now, it seems like they are only available on the Mattel shop. I have not seen them in store at all, and it doesn't look like they're available on Amazon right now either.
So if you watched our previous video on the Barbie BMR 1959 dolls, I think these have a similar type of packaging where it works well for like an online shop than a physical store, because like there's no indication really of the doll inside. So these are very geared towards collectors and people who know what they want.
Yeah, for sure. This release, it's not explicitly marked as such, but these ones definitely seem more geared toward adult collectors because yeah, it's more deluxe packaging. And although, like Sang said, yeah, I feel like this packaging would get banged up a little bit on store shelves because it might be kind of hard to see on camera, but there's already a little bit of like smudging and wear and tear on this. Yeah, it's marked as 6+, but these are pricey, pretty detailed dolls, I would say, for kids. So
yeah, it's yeah, these packaging are not meant to be displayed or on the shelf because you don't know what you're getting, and you don't want people opening up your packaging in the store. So
yeah, for sure. But jumping right into the packaging, we have the BTS logo in a nice metallic right here, and the way you can know which member you're getting, it does say right down on the bottom, and that's actually the only difference in the packaging for these boys. It's just a simple black sleeve, and the back has, you know, once again, like the previous wave of BTS dolls, they need no introduction. You know, literally all you get is just a photo of the boys, and these are the outfits that they all come in. So this outfit design is inspired by glam rock fashion in the S version concept photos for the Love Yourself Answer album. So there's a lot of detailing on these outfits. You know, and it's funny because in our review, that was like one of the main things we said we wanted from the BTS Mattel dolls was like more detail and kind of deluxe fashions and stuff like that. And seems like Mattel has delivered. So let's go ahead and open the sleeve. So here is V in his packaging, and you know, I would say by like Mattel Barbie standards, it's kind of a cute display. So I think like if you wanted to, you could leave him in box, but we are definitely gonna open him up and give you guys a closer look. All right, so here is V out of box. I really love his hair in this release. His hair is a really cute mixture of a light kind of almost like a salmon pink mixed in, I believe, with some streaks of blonde, and it's very heavily gelled, and I like the little swooshy swoosh off to the side there. Ooh, this has a nice side profile, and it is parted down the middle. So V is sporting the exact same face sculpt as his previous release, and he once again has a light tan eyeshadow, and he has a little bit of color in his lips as well, almost kind of like a light toasty burgundy color.
Alright, so moving on to V's outfit. He's wearing a black dress jacket that has a black ruffled trim around the whole opening. Very cute, as well as a tiny little button that has no purpose, but it's very cute accent. And onto his inner shirt is actually a vest, so it has no sleeves.
No sleeves, look at him. That's a cool look, actually. Yeah. I like it a lot. But yeah, I actually really love this floral pattern. It's so fun. So Alice in Wonderland.
It's a bunch of colorful flowers that is sewn on. It's like embroidered.
It's like embroidered on there, yeah. Nothing printed.
Yeah, nothing printed, and there are little yellow flowers for the buttons.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's what they're supposed to be imitating, kind of like paper flowers. They have a cute little feel to them. And yeah, it's really nice. You can actually, there's little buttons. Oh, look at him. There's little buttons here, so you can go ahead and button and unbutton. They actually, you know, go on and off very easily. Very nice. And the back is all black, but there is, you know, up here on the collar, there's some flowers. Super cute. So V also has a nice little golden accessory on his left hand, and it's some sort of bug. You know, it could be a moth or a bee or a beetle or something. We're not entirely sure, but it's pretty cool. It's very detailed, and it's almost like a brass knuckles kind of vibe because it goes over like all 4 of his fingers. Yeah, so if you'd like, you can slide it off. So V is wearing a nice pair of dress pants, and they're very simple, you know, they're just plain old black. So what's kind of interesting about these is they do go on using Velcro, but it's actually a very small piece of Velcro. It's kind of just like a Velcro patch right where his belt would be, and it's in the front instead of in the back. So not, you know, too much Velcro. Always appreciate that. So for his shoes, V is wearing a pair of light pink loafers that have a molded faux buckle, and there is some paint, some gold paint on the buckle on each side. Honestly, this is probably one of my least favorite parts of his outfit. I think the shape and design of the shoes are cute, but the fact that it's mostly like that pale pink color, yeah, I don't know. I would have personally kind of preferred a little bit more color pop on these shoes. And he does also come with a nice stand, which you use to prop him up at the thigh right here. It works pretty well for him. So V's right hand is super cute. He's doing a little V pose, which BTS is very known for. There's a lot of actually really cute hand sculpts in this Prestige collection. Definitely appreciate the new hand sculpt. And also the articulation on these dolls is the same as the last wave of BTS dolls. So you can move their head, shoulders, elbows, wrists, waist, knees, and ankles. They have ankle joints as well. So very posable, very fun, and like the last wave, you know, seems like they would stand pretty decently on their own, but these ones do come with stands. So we're gonna do a quick side-by-side of Prestige V and his original Mattel BTS doll release. The faces look very similar in terms of like the screening of the doll. It looks like he has basically the same tan eyeshadow. I really appreciate the difference in hair. You know, I know V is kind of known for pink hair in general, but I think it's fun that it's very different shades of pink on these two. I think it's also funny that, to me at least, he's rocking a very Wonderland vibe in both of these looks, but I like having both of these dolls, which, diving straight into final thoughts on the V Prestige doll, I think he's great. I like him a lot. He's arguably maybe my favorite of this release. V is arguably my bias in the group in general, and I love his looks, and you know, I think they translate really well in doll form. You know, and we said it about the first wave of dolls, and I think it's really continuing. I think Mattel is doing a great job with these. I do think that $50 is, you know, I'm a little torn on whether or not I think that's a fair price for these, but I mean, it's pretty in line with what we've come to expect from Mattel in terms of, you know, upgraded, more deluxe releases. So I feel like $40 or $45 would maybe be, you know, right in line with what I'd expect for this type of price point. But I do still think he's an awesome doll, and I think it's really cool that he has layers. I think he looks great with the sleeveless, you know, button up. I love his hair and his jacket. He's very fun. So I definitely think if you're a BTS fan, or if you just like fun and detailed male dolls in general, which we don't get a ton of from Mattel or Barbie or anything like that, you know, I would definitely give this a buy.
Well, going back to the comparison of the two, you can definitely tell that the Prestige doll is much more higher quality. Even just glancing at them, you can tell one is more expensive than the other, from like the materials used as well as like the detailing. I think overall, just the BTS dolls is a step in the right direction for Mattel. I think articulated dolls are great. The Prestige line, I think it's an awesome addition. It's kind of like that sweet point. That's the sweet spot between, you know, your budget line as well as like the Mattel Barbie kind of signature line, where they're like usually around like $75 or more. So it's kind of in the middle, so it kind of justifies the cost for me. And I always have to keep in mind, this is a licensed product. So they have to sign an agreement and follow strict like guidelines, and there's a lot of parties in hand and more hands in the pot. The cost does rise up because everyone wants to share up the profits. So I can understand why these are $50. I am impressed with the detailing. It's not perfect. Again, they are using, you know, plastic molds, but the thought is there, and you can definitely tell this is not a playline doll.
All right, thanks for joining us for our review of the Mattel BTS Prestige V doll. We will be reviewing a few more of the boys as well from BTS, so make sure to stay tuned to our channel for that. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Bye!